honey yard, dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue lady, 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Let's go.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Winston's pass complete to Chris Godwin. A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Winston. Complete, he finds Bray. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Slam, slam, slam. Showing up, showing up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. That's It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, and it's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jameis to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Levante David in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Come to my world. Hey, wahoo. Check 45 tonight.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tight end's right. Alert.
On third down, Trubisky. And an alley. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert. We got three, fellas. We got Alpha. 45. Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check. Check. Kill. Under 10.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. About 3 yards there to the 27th.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Get up! 180! Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stop! 180! Check Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. Red, top. Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Watch the slap.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Alert. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Hey, high 7. I'm coming up to you. 45 to Mike. I got it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. Hey, alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Now he's flushed out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ndamukong Suh coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 74 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Bravo. 45, Mike, 45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
80 weapons.
On first down, it's Cohen. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, ball. Hey, foxtrot. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Mike's 5'4".
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Come on, 180. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A first down carry for Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check. Fresno.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
Now Trubisky to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Wait. Set the turn, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 51 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Go!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now it's Trubisky. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52. Alert flare.
Following the interception, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No game on this defense, no game. Mike's by 4. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They go play action with Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, Orbit.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Check 37. Check 37. Motion. Pop.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
180. 45. You must be dreaming. 18. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bucs 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
54. Squeeze, double. Hey, 18. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Five. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Alert.
Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. back at the 11-yard line. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Everyone's got four down. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Ran, tuck. Hey, seam six.
Watch the curl.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, it's Barber. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down.
Ready. Black 25. 59. I'm here. Let's get it for purpose.
Check safety. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Joker.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check three. Hey, check 24.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 50. Here we go. Flip. Easy. 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Alert, 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 alert.
45, 45, 45.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, I can't reach.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pilot, 64, weak.
54.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Hey, Echo.
Wild Bill.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Zoo.
They go play action. Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. Crunch. Lock in. Lock in. Crunch. Blue. 45. 45. Mike, 45. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jameis to throw it. And he finds Howard complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ndamukong Suh. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... Hey, ball. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 23 yards on the play. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Get up! 180! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want nothing. Blue. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I looking for old age, somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left